My name is Jenny. My name is Ehirim Chinonye Jennifer. You can call me Jennifer. I go by the name Jennifer. I am a Nigerian studying in the Novia University of Applied Sciences. I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria, Imo State, from a family of three. So today I'll be talking about the delicacies, our delicacies, the kind of food that we eat in this part of the world. Not all, but just a few. So in this part of the world, in Nigeria, we have three major ethnic groups. There are others, but we have the three major ones. These others fall inside these three major ones. So the three major ethnic groups are the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. But today I'll just be talking about the Hausa, the kind of soup, the major soup that we eat in the Igbo part of the country and the major soup that we eat in the western part of the country. So I'll start with the Igbo part because I'm an Igbo girl. I'm from Imo State, so I'll talk about a few soups, like just two soup. One which is the Anambra State, the delicacy, and the other which is the Imo State delicacy. I'm from Imo State, so I'm talking about the Imo State first. Imo State delicacy first. So our delicacy, Imo people, Owerri precisely, is known for the soup, their soup, which is called Owerri soup. In Igbo language, it is called Opoware. This soup is very delicious that anybody but I've not seen anyone who does not enjoy it. But it is very expensive to prepare because this soup cannot be made. A complete Opoware cannot be made without stockfish and dry fish and even meat. And these stockfish and dry fish are very expensive. So that is why Owerri soup is expensive. But the major ingredients of this soup is pumpkin leaf and cocoyam. Without cocoyam, without pumpkin leaf, it is not Owerri soup. It's something else that look like it. It is not it. So today I'll be talking about okay, now I'll just talk about the ingredients. The ingredients that we use to make this is oil palm, pumpkin leaf, cocoyam, the more edible one, the one that you can eat even in a sauce, the one that with the pinkish back. When you peel out the brown part of it, the second layer is usually pinkish, pink like. Then the inside has a trace of pink and majorly covered with white. That's how the cocoyam is. Then apart from this cocoyam palm oil, we also use pumpkin leaf. Then we use stockfish, fish, crayfish. Then we use dry pepper, not the fresh one. People use fresh pepper these days, but the major type of pepper that is being used to cook this food is fresh pepper. Then you have your salt to taste and water. Then you have your meat. So with these ingredients, you can make your ofe owere, and this ofe owere can be accompanied with either pounded yam, majorly pounded yam. Then you can also use gari to eat it. You can also use, for people who doesn't like any of these pounded yam or gari, they can use fufu, semovita, oat flour, potato flour, any kind of flour that they can make out of a mussel. They can use it to eat it, because these accompaniments that I mentioned, they are all different types of mussels that you can use to eat the soup. And I'll show the picture in this video. I'll show the picture on what the ofe or owere soup look like. So the second one I will talk about is the bitter leaf soup. The bitter leaf soup is majorly prepared exactly the same way that Opoware is prepared, with almost the same ingredients, but there are two striking differences between bitter leaf soup and Opoware soup. You understand? The which are the leaf that you use to make it. Which is in bitter leaf, you use you use bitter leaf to make bitter leaf soup, and Owerri soup you use pumpkin leaf to make Owerri soup. Then the second difference is the type of cocoyam, because there are different species of cocoyam. So the species of cocoyam used to make Opowere is different from the species of cocoyam used to make bitter leaf soup. If you mix the two, it is no longer either bitter leaf or Opowere. It's just something that look like it. So that these are the striking differences. The procedure, the every other thing. If there's something we call ogiri, I don't know the English name. I don't think it has an English name, but it's actually fermented egusi, fermented melon. So they use it to. It has this awful smell, raw when you see it raw, but when you smell it raw, but when you put it in the soup, it has the most wonderful taste and aroma. You use it to cook both the ofowere and the bitter leaf soup. And if you are attending um any wedding in the eastern part of the country and you're not served ofowere that or bitter leaf soup, as for Anambra people, that means that celebration is not complete. It's not complete because there is no celebration, a cultural celebration in this part, in the eastern part of the country, eastern part of Nigeria, without these two soups, depending on where the celebration, whether in Imo State or Anambra State. So every other state also in the eastern part have the soups that they make. I will not explain everything here because of the time. I have a limited time. I would have said everything, and I'll show all the pictures too. But the third delicacy I want to talk about is the amala and the ewedu soup. The amala and ewedu soup is a soup for the Yorubas. The Yorubas reside in the western part of the country, and their delicacy is this amala. And one of their they have others. One of their delicacies is this amala and ewedu. This amala is actually this Amala is brownish in color, is a kind of mussel that they use to eat the ewedu soup. So, and it's a byproduct of yam. Amala is a byproduct of yam. Though when you see it at first, you will never know that it is yam. It's actually from yam. I think it's yam back also, or the main yam. But this amala is made the same way you make your semovita after processing it. So I can't go deep into the processing because it will take time as well. So this is I also showed the picture of what amala and ewedu look like. They usually serve it with a very big goat meat, which they call ogofe. So this meat is what attracts some people most times to eat the soup. And there's another kind of stew that they put by the side that you can use to eat the soup. Amala and ewedu, though I've never tasted it before, but I've tasted the meat inside the food. Is very delicious, usually very delicious. They make it in a special way. So these are the three delicacies that I promised to talk about, and I've talked about them. I'll show the pictures showing what they look like. I hope you enjoyed the video. If I had time, I would have also talked about dresses, how we dress in this part of the world. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you try one of these delicacies one day, because if you're meeting an Igbo person or a Yoruba person and you just expect that you'll be served one of these delicacies as a welcome to their home, because these delicacies are what we use to welcome visitors to our home. It shows where we come from. It tells people where we come from, even without us talking about it. Thank you very much once again for watching, and once again I am Jennifer. Thank you.